Welcome to Boston.
Music Bed. Music Bed.
Oh, well, welcome for joining us again. We got Scotty back.
And I'm awake.
You're awake. Last time, if you noticed, we had a lot of people comment like, "Hey, where's SJ?" And
I was sleeping. I
he
was
was-
like, I need to go to bed.
he was soundly sleeping. I could hear him snoring. So, as you can see, we made it to Boston. We had pretty much, what is it, a 2-ish or so hour drive from Provincetown over to Boston. Really pretty. And then we stayed at Wampatuck State Park. There really are very few RV parks around Boston.
And it was funny that everyone that we knew that lived in the Boston area, quite a few of them never even heard of Wampatuck
Yeah.
State Park. So it was always kind of like this hidden mystery that no one knew about.
Yeah, and it's technically south of town. It's not too far from like their mass transit, which was good. So as you could see in this first segment of the video, we went to a Red Sox game. So
And they played the New York Yankees. So
Yeah.
we got like two of the top teams all in one shot.
yeah, it was pretty cool. So it was sort of a bucket list sort of thing. We're baseball fans, but we're not like crazy baseball fans. So, but I mean, come on, it's iconic. It's the Red Sox and the Yankees. It's
And Fenway
and
Park.
Fenway
which
Park.
is like one of the oldest parks.
Oh yeah, right. So it was super, super cool. So hopefully you enjoyed that little piece of what we did. This next little segment, we took a day and just walked. What did they call that walk? It was the
Freedom Trail.
Yeah, Freedom Trail. So we got some great advice from several different friends. Thanks Dexter, by the way, for letting us know about the Italian part of Boston. And but we did the Freedom Trail, and as you'll see from these videos here, we had a lot of fun. So we saw some crazy stuff, and it really was great. Great energy in Boston.
There were a lot of just impromptu things that was just happening in town, like side shows and a parade, and it was
Random.
just very interesting.
Yeah, amongst all these really beautiful, historic, but yet really blended well with the modern. I mean, it was really beautiful. So cool. Well, enjoy this real quick, and then we'll be right back on the backside. All right.
Music Bed. Music Bed.
Well, that video made it look like we did a lot of stuff, and we did. Man, we were tired.
A lot of walking.
A lot of walking. And the cannolis. Amazing. Oh my gosh. So what'd you think? I mean, we went to Harvard, so that was cool. We all got to see that. Stephen Jane, that one's for you, which is great. We had a lot of fun with just kind of touring that campus. What were your overall thoughts of Boston?
Well, it was a surprise also when we saw Harvard to realize that MIT and
Yeah, right.
and there were other colleges that there were
Even
just
Boston
kind of
College is close. Yeah.
College Row, so it was quite interesting how
Yeah.
close they all were.
Yeah, we were surprised.
So when we did take mass transit to get to Fenway, because one thing we heard about Boston is traffic is terrible.
All right.
And so it was very interesting to learn how to ride the transit just kind of with no experience and to figure out where to park, where to pay, and then to make those transfers. Because once we got into downtown Boston, it was amazing. There were people everywhere and they all knew where they were going, but we had no idea. So we just had to like watch and see where all the people were going, and it was just really, it was kind of tricky, but once we figured out the groove, we got to where we were going.
And what's amazing about that is Scotty is like mass transit king. So anything mass transit, he figures it out like this. And we literally had a moment where like, yeah, I think we got to get over there, but there's a lot of track in between and fences, so how do we get over there? And we figured it out.
It's just a lot of watching what people were doing, and then okay, and then we jumped in.
And then we figured it out, which was great. And the only thing I had with mass transit on the first time that we went in, when we went to Fenway, was the light rail we were on was certainly efficient, but there was another track with like a regular train engine hauling train cars with people on it that was, I mean, they were hauling. And I'm like, why are we on that one? You know, so on the way home, we took that one, which was much faster. But it was a lot of fun. So, yeah. Boston is gorgeous, by the way. So the home we sold in Fort Collins was a brownstone. Thank you, Bachelets, for building a great house there. Influenced then by brownstones in Boston. And let me tell you, wow, just wow, it's so cool. Just all of that architecture. Boston itself, the cobblestone streets, everything. We did not do the duck boat tour. That's the only thing we didn't do. We saw those going by all the time, but it was stunning. Like, we had just a wonderful day. We would go back a ton. Yeah, that's great. Interestingly, when we were in Provincetown, a lot of people go from Boston to Provincetown via the ferry. So so that boat would be probably pretty fun also. Next time we're in Provincetown, maybe we would take the ferry over to Boston and spend a day or two there. But it was gorgeous. We really had just a wonderful time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wampatuck State Park was beautiful.
Big trees.
Big trees. Huge spaces.
And we didn't know about it, but there was a lot of biking. And,
oh, right.
We didn't get to take advantage of that, but maybe next time.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it was kind of, we were just, it just didn't work for us that time. But it was great. So thank you for watching, by the way. We are working our way down the East Coast, and our next stop is...
Pennsylvania, York.
Yeah.
Or no, New York.
New York, I think.
jumped.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So our next stop is going to be in New York City. And believe it or not, there's an RV park actually on the Jersey side. And that was a lot of fun. So thank you for joining. Again, I'm Scott.
I'm Scott.
And this is RV Life from top to bottom. Have yourself a great week.
Bye.
Bye.